Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Denver Nuggets here at Ball Arena. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The post pairing, Morris along with Zubac. Filling the 2 and 3, the core of George and Leonard. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And for Denver, the small and power forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guard pair are Murray and Caldwell Pope. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Well, here we are. You gotta love game 1 of the season, right, Steve? No other feeling like it. Starting a brand new year, there's so much excitement around the league right now.
I love it, Kevin, especially for the fans. They have been waiting for this moment. The energy inside here is amazing.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Murray with it. Out left to the wing. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to George. Knocks it loose. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Westbrook takes these challenges personally. He loves scoring on aggressive defense.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by George. Here's the Clippers. And going against Denver, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
Left side, Porter. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
At the line for Denver, Michael Porter Jr. 1 shot.
Mind the line.
And that one misses.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Now, here is George. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Gordon. Caldwell Pope outside. Wide open look for Porter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well. You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
Now, here's Porter. 5 points in the game. Passes to Jokic. He gets that one.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Outside Leonard. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Over Porter. Leonard, no luck.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Denver. There's the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Porter. Clock at 6. And there it is for him. Leonard's got 5.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Murray. Jokic inside. Zubac defending, and it's good. 2 points.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Outside Westbrook. The shot by George. Wide open. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Jokic against Leonard. At the top of the key, Westbrook. Morris with the screen for George. Oh, good on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Murray. Gordon dishes to Porter. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Morris. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And another miss by Denver. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's George missing.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Jokic against Westbrook. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Gordon. Jokic just got 6 points.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Over Porter. And again, no good by the Clippers. Nuggets trail. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And it's Murray with the jam.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Fourth, Jokic.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And here are the Clippers now. Zubac, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And here's George for three. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field.
Injuries have hampered Paul George over the last few years, but when he's healthy, he's elite.
Greg, he's still a go-to option offensively who can guard the league's top wings. And as he's aged, he's really embraced a leadership role.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And he can't get the first one. And Greg finishing last season with the #1 seed in the Western Conference. A lot of people still slept on the Denver Nuggets.
And Kevin, they'd had great regular seasons before, only to fall short. But with a healthy Murray and Porter Jr., Jokic finally had the help to get it done.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Steve, this current Clippers group, they're changing the identity of this franchise.
Hey, Kevin, you know this. For a long time, they couldn't get right, winning just one playoff series during their first 27 seasons in L.A. Now the Clippers expect to make postseason runs.
And here is Murray. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Murray. A 3-ball. It's good from long range. Murray's got 6 points.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
George with a screen on Porter. Here's Leonard. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And putting that reach to work, Jokic just erasing that shot attempt.
For 3, Murray. Another 3 for Denver. Here's George. He's got 6. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Outside Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Zubac the pass to Westbrook. And the Clippers miss again. The Nuggets leading by 7. Inside, here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Clippers call time here. Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves around the 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
He's the driving force, no doubt. But Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can defend, shoot, and play without the ball.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Naji's checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. Back to Westbrook. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Murray against Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. Murray, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Back to Powell. Zubac, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Shoots the 3. The kick out to Porter. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Just doing the job. on the backboard.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Here's what Denver's going with right now. Chanchar's checked in, and Justin Holiday subbed in for Michael Porter. The Clippers also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, Kawhi Leonard can be kind of a mystery off the floor, but when he's playing, his actions speak for themselves.
Here's Brown. The pass to Najee. Lets it go with a three. Drains the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Leonard outside Covington. Covington got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the three anyway. Pass to Murray. Fires for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Mann. Right side Leonard. In the corner, Powell with it. Takes it out to Covington. 4 on the clock. And he gets it to go from the corner.
More than willing to make the next pass. Powell is a total team player.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Murray, good.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Leonard, the pass to Mann. Powell, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Denver. 8-point game. In the corner, Murray with it. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Chanchar, the pass to Najee. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Chanchar, no good.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Leonard looking over the floor. Here's Plumlee, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nice vision from Kawhi Leonard, scanning the floor and finding a ready shooter to feed.
To the middle. Brown, the pass to Holiday. Murray outside. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got 15.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Plumlee. The feed now to Leonard. For Murray. Bank shot, no good. Here's Brown. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Nuggets. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just two, a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Mann in at the point guard. Here's Jackson. Paul George making his last shot. Jokic sets the screen for Jackson. The Clippers grab the miss.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Paul George. Now here's Jackson. Unloads from 13. Jokic, and the layup is good. Jokic just got 8 points.
And if you're the defender, you have to respect the ability of Jackson to finish. That opens things up for the assist.
And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's already an all-time great.
And could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and awards. Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years.
Now, here's Jokic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Passes it to Jokic. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
And Smitty, we know when it comes to the Clippers, they seem to go as Kawhi Leonard goes.
No doubt, Kevin. The only year they didn't make the playoffs with him, he was hurt. But when he's healthy, they are dangerous.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Greg, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
More certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. Says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. Here's Mann. Still yet to score. Down low, here's Plumlee. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Chanchar, the pass to Jackson. Now the pass to Brown. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Zeke Najee's checked in for Justin Holiday.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets, number 22, Zeke Najee.
On the wing, Jackson. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 8. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Powell. Just 4 to shoot. Traps in the tray. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Off the catch, Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
Jackson drives in. Great D that time from Powell. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Mann passes to George. There's a screen by Covington. And George kicks to Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George. And now just a 3-point Denver lead.
Love what Paul George is doing right there, spotting those wide open guys.
To the inside. Najee passes to Brown. Left side Jackson with some arc, and the shot is good. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
If you play Reggie to take it all the way, this is what he can do. Quick floater over the top.
Powell, that's good.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Now Jackson. They set the pick. Inside. Covington with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Powell. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Check out the urgency Powell has in transition. Hustling back to finish the play.
Jackson passes to Jokic. Good D by Covington. LA's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Mann, guarded by Jackson. Outside, George. Nice move. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. George against Jackson. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. The Nuggets with another miss.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Here's Mann, guarded by Jackson. George passes to Mann. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close. Clippers trail by 3. George with the ball. He's got 10. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Najee. Najee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Jackson. Pass to Jokic. Over Plumlee. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in rebounding. And he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. Horace with a screen on Porter. Unloads from 13. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 13.
Kawhi Leonard is a Finals MVP, in large part due to that mid-range shot. He is automatic from that area.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Murray for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws. They get Russell Westbrook, and this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Jamal Murray, 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Good on the 2nd free throw.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
Well, we've seen siblings in the NBA before, but Marcus Morris and his brother have a unique story.
Yes, they do. Marcus was picked one pick after his brother Markeith in the 2011 draft. After playing college together, back-to-back NBA picks. Wow.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 4. Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Leonard. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Nuggets, number 1.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Jordan's checked in for Denver. Good on both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Murray against Westbrook. Murray outside. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Murray. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Good on the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Murray against Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Fader on the way. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
If you're the D, you have to live with something. Westbrook draining a difficult shot.
And the basket, Murray. The foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Christian Brown's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Bones Highland is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Porter looking it over. Back to Murray. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And that's now 19 points for Jamal Murray.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
Pass to Powell. Morris with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Powell against Caldwell Pope. Powell dishes to Morris. On the clock. Here's Highland. He's off on that one. Murray with the defensive effort.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Gordon finds Porter. Back to Gordon. And they double up Murray. Caldwell Pope for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Zubats. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
The assist.
Zubats has got his first 2 points of the night.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Murray. He's got 19. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
Morris outside. Leonard with no one around. Here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Caldwell Pope outside. Porter passes to Brown. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Back to Highland. Outside Leonard. 44 seconds left here in the second. Zubats with the screen for Highland. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Highland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Highland against Murray. On the wing, Porter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Powell against Caldwell Pope. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Leonard no luck. Here's Brown. And it is good! The buzzer! Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nuggets lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hello, everybody. Not a big surprise in this one. Jamal Murray putting on a show. He is feeling it.
Yeah, he's been lighting it up offensively, and it's made their game plan very simple. Feed the hot hand.
Let the man eat. Bring me something else.
And let's take a glance at what lies ahead. A look at the upcoming schedule.
Check it out, Los Angeles. Next game is their first chance to get a road win in the new fresh season. I'm expecting them to bring some fire, some hot sauce intensity for that barbecue chicken.
But not too much hot sauce. I know how you slather that stuff on your combo plates. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We've got second, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Sharing the wing spots, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
The Claw taking the game in his clutches, and he is shredding the defense.
Westbrook against Murray. Over Westbrook. Murray, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
For the tie, count that one. George has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Caldwell Pope outside. About 1 minute played here in the second half. On the wing, Gordon. Here's Murray up on top. Pass to Jokic. Changes up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Probably as great a feel for the game as anyone. Jokic knows how to get the upper hand against the defender.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Zubac's a screen on Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Leonard. Over Porter. Leonard, no luck.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Jokic a screen. For 3, Murray scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
You gotta feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, some people play with a chip on their shoulder, feeling they don't get enough recognition. I can tell you that's not Nikola Jokic. Nuggets coach Michael Malone said he's not going to bed at night wondering why no one's talking about him. He doesn't care. He's reading his books on horses. We're winning games, and he's happy. If he's happy, I'm happy. Kevin, I'm happy too.
You've always been happy, D.A. Hey, thanks. That was good stuff. Appreciate the report.
And they can't be happy they fouled Murray there in the ag. Jamal is lights out at the line.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line.
Jamal Murray, 3 shots.
Free throw, good. Murray. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Leonard. He's got 18 to end the run, and the shot goes down. Leonard's got 20 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jokic with his screen on Westbrook. Murray finds Jokic. Bob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
And the Clippers call time here. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Jokic is third.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Zubac the pass to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And the three off target.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Leonard against Porter. From the baseline. And that one's good. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter.
One of the toughest covers in the league. Kawhi's jumper just keeps getting better.
To the paint from 10 feet out. That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here is George. He's got 12 and it's blocked by Gordon. Jokic passes to Murray. Feeds to Gordon. And he banks in the layup. Gordon's got 8.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Marcus Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Leonard, no luck. And here's Denver. They're on a 17-4 run. Caldwell Pope kicks to Murray. The pass to Jokic. And here's Caldwell Pope. Jokic with his screen on George. Caldwell Pope finds Jokic with 1 on the clock. And Jokic slams it in.
You got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to George. Zubac with the screen for George. Out to Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
What a confident play by Marcus Morris, not questioning himself for a second.
Westbrook against Murray. Jokic with the screen on Westbrook. Murray right side. Misses the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Powell's checked in. Pass to George. Leonard against Gordon. 6 to shoot. Fires from 18. Leonard, no luck. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. A nice shot by Brown. Clippers trail by 15. Outside Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Pass to Zubac. 7-foot shot. Count it. Good. Zubac has got 6 points.
Fun to watch Zubac go to work inside. He's got a lot of confidence in the paint.
Murray against Zubac. Stolen by Zubac. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 9.
When Russ is making threes, I don't know how you guard him.
Murray surveying the D. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. You know, Steve, you have to respect a guy like Norman Powell who embraces his role on this team.
I definitely do, Kevin. Norman Powell isn't chasing the spotlight. He's working to support his team and really embraces his role on the floor.
Now, here's Jokic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Wide open look here for Murray. Connects from three-point range. Murray's got 9 points now in just the second half. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. Last year, getting it done. And he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. And here's Caldwell Pope. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Westbrook against Murray. And there's the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to Westbrook, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court. But you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Robert Covington comes in for George. Here's Chanshaw. Still without a basket. Back to Murray. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Najee. Pass to Murray. And the layup falls. 30 points for Jamal Murray.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Outside Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Nuggets leading by 12. Caldwell Pope pass to Chanshaw. And here is Murray. Fires the 3. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
In the first half, he got wild and loose from beyond the arc. Now he's hit 3 more since. Remarkable.
Murray against Westbrook. Fires the 3. Chanshaw grabs the miss. Denver's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third foul so far. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Nuggets. Mann's checked in for Los Angeles. .153 left to play here in the third. Murray outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 17. Man passes to Leonard. Puts one up from 19, and the jumper is good. Leonard's got 13 points in the second half.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Pass to Murray. And they double up Murray. Fires from deep. Najee, good. Najee's got 6.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
To the middle, here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
He's explosive off 1 foot, 2 feet. Norman Powell is just an incredible athlete.
Here's Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Nuggets, Zeke Najee. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Clippers trail by 18. Man passes to Batum. Missed inside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Passes it to Holiday. Here's Brown. The pass to Chanshaw. Shot clock at 3. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. LA's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Pass to Plumlee. Outside Leonard. Plumlee with a screen on Holiday. A 3 from Leonard. No good. Shot missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 18. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And it's time now to bring you our status of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Paul George. And it's Mann in at the point guard position.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Here's man. He's covered by Murray. Pass to George. And with NBA's upcoming broadcasting deal, Steve, starting in 2025, a lot of streaming services vying to carry games.
Kevin, we'll see how it plays out. But with those additional media outlets and the bidding, the sense is the next deal could be a doozy.
And here are the Nuggets now. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Holiday inside the line. Again, the Nuggets score.
A signature for Justin Holiday's game, that high arcing jumper. The trajectory makes it difficult to contest.
Here's man. Plumlee with a screen on Murray. Passes to George. George double team. There's the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Holiday finds Jokic. Murray outside. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Outside, George. Down low. Plumlee dishes to George. Batum for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Great off-ball positioning by Batum, making himself a scoring option.
Here's Junshaw. Here's Murray. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 35.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, George. The 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Unloads from 13. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kicks it to Powell. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
2 shots. Nuggets call timeout.
For the Nuggets, Caldwell Pope comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's Jackson in for Jamal Murray. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Powell. And the NBA's new CBA cracking down on the top spending teams, Greg, but also the bottom spending teams.
Yeah, before teams had until the trade deadline to hit the minimum salary floor. Now they've got to be there day one, or they lose out on luxury tax distributions, which could end up in the millions.
Now here's Westbrook. Denver grabs the miss. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Jokic with his screen on Westbrook. Jackson passes to Jokic. The layup missed.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Left side, George. Releases. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Under the hoop, Paul George is so efficient.
To the middle. Here's Junshaw. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers trail by 20. There's the dish to Westbrook. All right, the NBA already has a team in Canada, a G League team in Mexico. Could we see a team in Europe, do you think, Steve?
Kevin, we've had games in Paris, London recently. It'd be really hard travel-wise on these guys, flying all the way over to Europe.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Caldwell Pope up top. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. And the pass to Jokic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Nobody wants to run into a screen set by Jokic. He puts his strong frame to good use.
Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Christian Brown. And then for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Leonard in for Terrence Mann.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
Pass to Batum. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Batum. And that's 31 points for Leonard.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Jokic. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 19. And finished off by Westbrook.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
To the paint. Count the basket. Jokic has got 15 points in just the second half.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
On the wing, Batum. Leonard, the open look. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Caldwell Pope finds Murray. 80 that time from Leonard. LA has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Zubac, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Zubac. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Tough finish from Zubac, but he's used to that type of challenge.
Porter's checked in for Jackson. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for Russell Westbrook. The free throw drops for Zubac.
What's impressed me about Zubac is his work ethic. He's always sharpening his game, always looking to contribute, trying to improve as a big man.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Murray outside. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Off target from three-point range. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 16-point game. This is to Leonard. A 3 from Morris. Denver grabs the miss. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Murray. To the left wing. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac.
Great awareness on defense there. Zubac relishes blocking shots.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Now the pass to Murray. And they double up Murray. Gordon kicks to Caldwell Pope. It's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Mann. Zubac a screen on Murray. Mann gets the bucket.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Gordon with the screen for Murray. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Clippers trail by 16. And here's George for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The versatility of George, a terrific jump shooter off the catch and off the bounce.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Fires at the elbow. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now, here's George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Paul George at the line for one.
Find the lane. One shot.
That's good from George.
I like how Paul George can be your go-to guy, but he can also accept a secondary role. Very unselfish.
Denver calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Jokic. They're outside. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Mann. He's covered by Murray. Passes it to George. Over Caldwell Pope. George, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Zubac. Outside, George. Morris with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And George gets it to go.
You can see why this team trusts PG with the ball in his hands. He's capable of taking over on any given night.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Sky high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
George against Caldwell Pope. Here's Mann. And there's the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Zubac is an experienced vet, someone who's adept at knowing what to do in screen and rolls.
Jokic, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now, here's George. Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nuggets.
2 times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see many more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jamal Murray.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Plumlee, the pass to Powell. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Inside, Norman Powell relies on his agility, allowing him to navigate the paint.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Aaron, big night offensively. What is clicking for everyone right now?
We're just moving the ball. We're moving the ball. And that's a big part of our offense, making sure the ball doesn't stick and then people making shots.
It was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Jamal Murray.